Hello class 10th students, welcome back to our channel. Once again I am here to explain fourth chapter quadratic equations. So here we are going to start with the introduction of quadratic equations followed by checking of quadratic equations, and then we will get to know about types of solution of quadratic equations, and we will get to know here how to solve a quadratic equation by factorization. Then there will be some examples, and at last we will be having a pop quiz. So let's start with the introduction of topic quadratic equations. You all are very well familiar with the term quadratic polynomial as it's there in your class 9th. So you are knowing well that what is a quadratic polynomial, like 2x square plus 3x minus 5. It's an example of quadratic polynomial. Why this is a quadratic polynomial? Because here the variable involved is having highest power 2. That's why this is a quadratic polynomial. Now, if we compare this polynomial with any constant, right? With any constant means I can write, because here on the right hand side we are having nothing. So we can write it like 2x square plus 3x minus 5 is equals to 0. Then it will become a quadratic equation. So like this we are having quadratic equation 2x square plus 3x minus 5 is equals to 0. Means whenever we are writing any algebraic expression is equals to any constant or equal to 0, then it becomes an equation. So just like that, this is a quadratic equation. Now this is a particular quadratic equation. On this basis, we can write its generalized form. So standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where it is mandatory that a should not be equals to 0, because when a will be 0, then this first term of x square will be 0, and in that situation this equation will become a linear equation. Then it will not be a quadratic equation. So for this equation to be a quadratic equation, a should not be equals to 0. And a, b and c all are here real numbers, and x is variable here. So this is the standard form of any quadratic equation. So quadratic equations arise in several situations. For example, if breadth of a rectangle of area 400 units is 1 unit more than its length, then we can write this situation like, suppose if length of rectangle is x units, then its breadth will be, because they are saying breadth of rectangle of area 400 units is 1 unit more than its length. So if length is x, then breadth will be 1 unit more than x. So breadth is equals to x plus 1. As they have given us area, so we can write this situation in the form of an equation. As we are knowing, area of a rectangle can be written as length into breadth. So it will be x into x plus 1 is equals to 400, because area of rectangle is L into B. So L into B is equals to area. Here we have written. Now after simplifying this, means x will get multiplied with this first term x and then with this 1. So it will be x square plus x minus 400 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Now you can compare here easily. It's like ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. See, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a is 1, b is 1, and c is minus 400. So this is a quadratic equation. So this is the way how we can frame a quadratic equation with just under any given situation, right? So our next topic is how we can check a given equation is a quadratic equation or not. So check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. So here we are going to take three types of equations. First one, second one, and third one. Now we have to check which one is quadratic and which one is not. So in order to check, what we need to do, just we need to simplify the given expression. So in order to simplify, we will multiply the given terms on the left hand side and then on the right hand side. So after multiplication, here we are having x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. Now after multiplying these two, x square plus 3x minus x minus 3. See, now as you can see, we are having x square with positive sign on both the sides. So this x square will get cancelled out from this one. So here we are remained with minus 2x plus x will be minus x minus 2. Now minus x plus 3x is 2x minus 3. So here after simplification of this step, we are having minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0 when we are shifting all the terms on the left hand side. Then after simplification, minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now you can see it's not of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, because here the variable involved is having maximum power 1 only. So it's not a quadratic equation. Now it's time to check the second one. So in order to simplify this, we need to open x minus 2 whole square. So here we are going to use identity a minus b whole square. So it will be x square minus 4x plus 4. And plus 4 plus 1 will be plus 5 here. On the right hand side, we are having 2x minus 3. Now, after simplification, when we are shifting all the terms from the right hand side to the left hand side, we are having x square minus 6x plus 8 is equals to 0. Now, you can see it's like ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So, it's a quadratic equation, right? It's a quadratic equation. Now we will solve third one. So here again we need to use identity a minus b whole square. So it will be x square plus 3x plus 1 is equals to x square minus 4x plus 4. After shifting the terms from the right hand side to the left hand side, we are having 7x minus 3 is equals to 0. Again you can see it's not of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So it's not a quadratic equation, right? So this is the way how we can check a given equation is a quadratic equation or not. Next, we are going to discuss quadratic equations solution methods. So solution methods, we are having three types of solution methods. First one is factorization method. Second one, completing the square method. And third one is quadratic formula method. So in this video, we are going to discuss factorization method. So in order to know about factorization method, we are going to consider here an example. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 6x square minus x minus 2 is equals to 0. So we will factorize this by using the method of splitting the middle term. You all are familiar with this method already from your class 8th. So let's start. Here you can see we are having coefficient of x square 6 and the constant term is 2. So 6 into 2 means 12. So here we will find out two factors of 12 such that after subtraction of that two numbers, we should get 1. So such factors of 12, we can have 4 and 3 because 4 minus 3 is 1. So here, as we are having minus x, so we can write it like minus of 4 minus 3x. Now, when we will open this bracket, it will be 6x square minus 4x plus 3x, because minus into minus will be plus 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. Now we will take common from these two first terms. So here 2x is common. So after taking 2x as common, we are remained with 3x minus 2. And just like this, from these two terms, we are having 1 as common, nothing else. So 1 into 3x minus 2. Now 3x minus 2 again we are having in common, and 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. So here we got the values of x equals to 2 by 3 and x equals to minus 1 by 2. So this is the way how we can find out the roots of a quadratic equation, just by the factorization method, or we can say by splitting the middle term. Let's have another example. So the question is, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So here we need to suppose, let the first number be x, then the other number will be 27 minus x, because they are saying sum of two numbers is 27. So other number is 27 minus x. As in the question, they have given us product of these two numbers is 182. So according to question, we can write x into 27 minus x is equals to 182. Now we will simplify this just by multiplying x to these two numbers. So it will be 27x minus x square is equals to 182. Now we will shift 182 to the left hand side. Then we will multiply the whole equation by minus 1, as here x square is possessing negative sign. So in order to make the coefficient of x square positive, we need to multiply the whole equation by minus 1. Then finally we are having equation x square minus 27x plus 182 is equals to 0. So it's of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, which is a quadratic equation. Now, in order to find out the value of x, we are going to factorize this just by using the method of splitting the middle term. So for that, we need to find out factors of 182. So factors of 182, we are having 2, 7 and 13. All these are prime factors of 182. Now we have to arrange these three factors in such two factors that sum of that two factors should be 27. Right? So 7 into 2 is 14, and 14 plus 13 gives us 27. And here we are searching two factors, sum of whose should be the middle coefficient. So because here constant term is possessing positive sign, just on the basis of constant terms sign, we arrange the two factors that we have to find out with the sum of two factors or with the subtraction of two factors. So here, because of this positive sign, we are looking for such two factors, sum of whose should be 27. So 27 will be replaced by 14 plus 13. After simplification, we are having x square minus 14x minus 13x plus 182 is equals to 0. Now from these two first terms, we are going to take x as common, and from these two terms, we will be having 13 as common. So next step, we are having like x into x minus 14 minus 13 into x minus 14 equals to 0. Means x minus 14 into x minus 13 is equals to 0. Means x is having here values 14 or 13. Means when we are considering first number as 14, then second number will be 27 minus 14, that is 13. And when we will consider first number as 13, then the second number will be 14. So two numbers are 13 and 14. This is the answer. Now let's have one more example. The altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. Yes. So here we need to suppose base of right triangle is equals to x centimeter, because they have given us relation of altitude and base. Means altitude of right angle is 7 centimeter less than its base. So altitude is given in terms of base. That's why we need to suppose here base of right triangle is equals to x centimeter. Then altitude will be x minus 7 according to the question. Now they have given us hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. Now we have to find out the value of x. And when we are knowing x, then we can say what is base and what is altitude. So as you know well, whenever we are talking about right triangle and we are having the measurements of base, altitude and hypotenuse, so we can use here Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem says base square plus altitude square is equals to hypotenuse square. So we can write here x square plus x minus 7 whole square is equals to 13 square. Just we have put all the values at the place of base, altitude and hypotenuse. Then it is x square, x minus 7 whole square. When we are opening this, it is x square plus 49 minus 14x is equals to 169. Now, after simplifying this, we are having x square plus x square is 2x square minus 14x plus 49. When we are shifting 149 to the left hand side, it 169 to the left hand side, we are having the equation 2x square minus 14x minus 120 is equals to 0. Now, this is a quadratic equation. We can simplify it more. We can divide this equation by 2 in order to simplify it. So it will be x square minus 7x minus 60 is equals to 0. It's again a quadratic equation. So in order to find out the value of x, we need to do factorization of this equation. So factors of 60, two factors of 60 we have to find out here. Just by subtracting that two numbers, we should be having 7, as the constant term is possessing here negative sign. So we have to find out that two factors. Just by subtracting that two numbers, we should be having 7. So that two factors are 12 and 5 of 60, because 12 minus 5 is giving us 7. So 7 can be replaced by 12 minus 5. Then after simplification, x square minus 12x minus minus will be plus 5x minus 60 is equals to 0. From these two terms, you can see x is common here. And from these two next terms, we are having 5 as common. So it will be x into x minus 12 plus 5 into x minus 12 is equals to 0. So in the next step, we are having x minus 12 and x plus 5 equals to 0. Means x is having 12 and minus 5 as its roots or as its values. So Here we had to find out the base and hypotenuse. Hypotenuse was given as 13, base and altitude. Because negative measurement we can't consider for length. So we will consider here x equals to 12. So base is 12, then altitude will be 12 minus 7, that is 5. So other two sides are 5 and 12 centimeters. So this is the answer here. Now get ready for the pop quiz. Our first question is, find the roots of x square minus 3x minus 10 is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation and you have to find out its root. Just use the method of splitting the middle term. Yes. Get ready with your answer. So it's time to tell you the answer. Answer is minus 2 and 5. Next question is, check x plus 2 whole cube is equals to 2x into x square minus 1. Is a quadratic equation or not? Yes. Find out it. Just you have to use here cubic identities, a plus b whole cube. Then after simplification, you can know that it's a quadratic equation or not. So the answer is no. It's not a quadratic equation. Next question, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. Length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. Frame a quadratic equation for it. Yes, get ready with your equation. It's very simple. So answer is 2x square minus plus x minus 528 is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation for given situation. Next question, find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Yes, find out the answer. First, you have to frame the equation, then solve that equation. I know you all can solve it very easily. Consecutive integers means if one you are supposing x, then another will be x plus 1. I'm giving you one hint here. So it's time to tell you the answer. Answer is 13 and 14. So that's all for this video. Thanks for connecting with me. See you soon in the next part of this chapter. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.